Welcome to July, the month of recovery. Welcome to the month that God said it is a month that my people, my children will recover who they are, what belongs to them, what was taken away from them. First Chronicles chapter 4 from verse number 9 and 10. It says, Jabez was an honorable man, but his mother gave him a wrong name, which was a name that means pain. This is a month which God has given you an opportunity. Yes, He has given you an opportunity. This is an opportunity that you may be restored. The month of recovery is a month of going back to your originality. It is a month of renewing yourself. But who shall be renewed? How is it going to happen? What is the strategy? What is the game? How is the way? What is the way? When? How? It matters. But I know for sure that God has designed this month for recovery. The question is how? What is the strategy that God shall use? Which way? But in my understanding, Jabez prayed unto the Lord, which means there are those that shall be recovered, that shall have a moment or an opportunity to recover through prayer. But as I understand that it was the name that made him suffer, which means the name was supposed to be changed. And when the name was not changed, God switched to a different method to recover what belonged to Jabez. Hannah did it by prayer. But it is not the same way with you. What is your case? What is your problem? What is it that you have been going through? What is it that has been always becoming your hindrance? What has been your struggle? What has been the challenge in your way? What could be the method? What could be the strategy? But we know for sure that when the Son of Man sets you free, He sets you free indeed. And there is that opportunity which you need to recover. Everything that the cankerworm, everything that the devil has taken away from you. But the question remains, what is the strategy? What is going to be the way? How is it going to happen? Child of God, this is the month that God has given you an opportunity. Indeed, He has given you opportunity. Because when it is announced, when God has announced that it is a month of recovery, don't ever mistaken that everybody is going to recover. Don't ever mistaken that everyone is going to be part and parcel of restoration, part and parcel of recovery. It is for those that will arise and shine. Isaiah 60 verse 1, arise and shine. If you cannot arise, you are not going to shine. Forget about shining if you are not in a moment, if you are not willing to arise, if you are not willing to stand up to shine, which means the shining will be for those who shall arise. Who is going to arise this month? Who is going to arise so that God can begin to shine through him, so that God can begin to restore back what has been taken by the devil from him? It is an opportunity that has been given. When God announces a dispensation, a dimension, it is not everyone that is qualified to be part and parcel of that dimension. It is for those that are able to stand up and say enough is enough. It is for those that qualify themselves to the dimension. It is not for everyone. It is not for the sleepers. Oh yes, sleepers, can you imagine how you are going to miss such an opportunity? Yet God has said, I have given an opportunity. He does not force you to recover what belongs to you. He does not force you to become a new Jabez. If you want to live as the Jabez that was born by the mother and was named Hard Life, you will remain like that unless you can say enough is enough. Unless you can say what I've gone through is enough. What I went through, I no longer want to experience. It's you who has got the capacity and the power to put the full stop onto what you've been going through. It is you who can stand up If you are waiting for somebody to push you into a moment of recovery, no one. God has given an opportunity. The pool of Bethsaida was there for everybody, but somebody made a choice that I will only be healed if somebody pushes me. If you are waiting for somebody to push you, this is not a month. This is not the opportunity. God has given this opportunity to those who can push themselves, not those who are waiting for somebody to be pushed. It never happened even unto the day that he was healed. His healing came not by being pushed, which means if you are not aware of what you should be doing, an opportunity for a breakthrough, an opportunity for your freedom can come and you can still miss it just because you cannot arise to shine. Arise and shine, not shine even if you are still seated. It is the shining is for those who are going to arise. The shining is for those who can stand up. Who are you? What is your challenge? Are you willing to arise? Are you willing to pray like Jabez? Are you willing to say enough is enough? Because it is in your decision. Whatever God has decided for you, He cannot force it for you. He cannot force it on your own. Just like salvation, nobody has ever been forced to give their life to Christ. Even freedom, nobody is forced to give themselves unto change. Nobody is forced to be in. He was waiting for somebody to push him into the pool of healing. It's a scenario, it's a situation. It's a study, it's a case study that you must understand, that even on the day that he was healed, Jesus came and said, do you want? Meaning to say, if you are not willing, recovery will not happen to you. You are not going to be restored, because restoration is for those that can stand up for what belongs to them. Restoration is for those that can stand up and pray like Hannah. Those that can stand up and pray like Jabez. Is for those that can come up with the principles of the kingdom. Those who can follow the principles of the kingdom like Jacob. Do you understand what needs to be done? What is the criteria? What is the strategy? What is the method that should be used in your life? What is it that if you do it in this time, coupled with the anointing of God, your freedom has to come, your recovery has to happen. You have to be restored on what has been taken away from you. But remember, it is not for everyone. It is for those that can stand up to pray in the dedicated times. It's for those who can do what is needed. It is not for everyone. So if you come to the end of the month and nothing happened to you, check the way you have been behaving. Check the way you've been doing things. Were you arising so that you can shine, or you wanted to arise to shine while you were still seated? A dispensation that God gives is not for everyone. Remember, children of Israel were given an opportunity to inherit Canaan, but not all of them inherited Canaan. Some, they were left in Egypt because nobody was forced to leave Egypt. Everybody was given an opportunity, but God did not decide for them. God did not force them. God did not make choices for them. Whoever decided to go back to Egypt, he went back because there was no force. This month, God is never going to force you. But if you're somebody who is on the way, or somebody who is already willing and he has geared up to say, this time I have to make it happen, this time it has to be my opportunity, then you are the person that you shall be coupled with the anointing, and the grace of God shall reveal itself upon your life. And I tell you the truth, nothing is going to be difficult in this month. Welcome to the month that God has said, whoever is willing, arise and recover. Arise and recover. We have seen the month of light, and we have been given so much understanding about what the light is. But this month, when the light has come, Luke chapter 15, you remember, when the woman that was here, that had lost her coin, the moment she realized that she has lost something, to recover it, she first kindled the light. She first switched on the light. That's a very, very wise move that she did. You have been listening to the teachings of light, but now the light has been switched on. It's now time for you to see whatever that you have lost. The moment the teaching has came into your life, the moment the teaching came into your heart, it made you realize a lot of things that you had lost through so many ways that which were your own mistakes, some of the ways which were the ways of demons. But we thank God that when the light is on, somebody is ready to recover, somebody is ready to be restored, somebody is ready to take back things that were already going out of his hand. By the glory of God, I wish you a happy month, the month of July. I pray for you that you are not going to miss anything. Whatever that will enter into you, let it be a way, a strategy, a method that you are going to use to recover what belongs to you. He recovered, the eunuch, he recovered salvation through listening to the word. Some of the places when you enter them, you will realize that there is no laying on of hands. The strategy is different. It's the laying on of hands. It is coming through the laying on of the teaching. When the teaching is given, hands are being laid. So will you understand your situation, what it is demanding? Will you understand your situation, what it is in need of, for it to go away, for you to restore everything back to you? Will you understand? It takes the mature to understand what is required for them to enter into a new dimension. May the good Lord bless you. I say, welcome to the month of recovery. With me, Apostle Michael Yuba. Sign out.